beautiful soul, welcome back in this channel with me, Cindyaco. In this channel, we talk about consciousness, awareness, self-love, self-growth, spirituality, metaphysics, and everything that help your self-transcendent process so you can become authentically powerful to support the collective consciousness. Today we're gonna talk about self-love, the benefit of self-love. In my previous video, you can watch the importance of self-love, and in this episode, we're gonna talk deeper about awareness, misconception about self-love, and what's the connection between self-love and consciousness, and how self-love can support your consciousness, especially support the collective consciousness. Make sure that you pay attention and you learn something from this episode. Before I explain it all, first I'm gonna share about what is self-love. Self-love is actually remembering what you were before the world defines you by labels, attachment, and things. Your worth isn't in what you have, but your worth is what you are. So first, let's be clear about self-love because there are misconceptions about self-love. The more you love yourself, the less you need pleasure, because everything that you need is already in you. You are beyond thoughts, beyond mind comprehension, beyond labels from 3D reality, beyond attachment. You are abundance, infinite, whole itself. That's what self-love is all about. Self-love helps you remember what you really are before 3D reality defines you by mental perception about who you really are. That becomes your limit. This world will constantly teaching you about limitation, but the real you is infinite abundance and beyond limitations. You can be anything you want. You can create your own reality. You can be anything you imagine. You are the possibility itself. And the fastest way to remember what you really were in the first place is through letting go what you are not. Like everything that you gain from this world. I mean, you can own things, but you don't let those things own you. You don't let those things define you. What I really mean by letting go here is detach anything that attaches to you, that poison and prison your soul. You should do this, you should do this, you should make sure that you are in control, make sure that you are safe, make sure that everything's clear, comfortable, and perfect. The more you have something, the more you feel you are not enough. You need external things to complete you so you feel worthy, or happy, accepted by society, seen as somebody in this 3D reality. The more you fulfill your ego, the more you poison your soul. That's why the more you have things to fulfill your ego, the more you feel unsafe, unworthy, lack of something, need another external thing attention about yourself, your awareness will increase, so you can be aware and observe without judgment. It will increase your awareness, and the more you practice to observe without judgment, the more you realize what you really are. For example, one day I met someone that I've never met before in a place, and then that person asked me who you really are. My answer is, oh, I'm cindyaco. And then that person asked me, oh, so you mean who you really are is cindyaco, those alphabets? And then I answered, oh, absolutely no. Who I am is a woman in black. I live in Indonesia. I have a beautiful family, and I make a YouTube videos, and also an author of Become Consciousness book, and I sell it in Amazon, and blah 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 blah. And then that person continue ask, so you are what you just described, and what happened if you aren't wear that black shirt? If you are not a Christian, who are you? Who are you really? Aren't they the same? Then I just realized that I am not all of those that I just described. Who I am is beyond the labels and attachment or things that I have. Without those things, I am still I am. I am not those things. I am simply the one that aware of those things. What you really are is consciousness itself. That's what self-love really is. Self-love helps you realize what you really are. Now we're gonna talk about the benefit of self-love. The first one is you set your soul free from anything that poison your soul. And the side effect of it is you become more aware of what you really are. You expand your consciousness. Second, the more you love yourself, the more you express the divine self inside you, which is, you can call it soul, higher self, the divine in you. So you not only remember what you are, but you also remember why you are here. And that's why the more your soul free, the more you can shine your authentic light even brighter, and to contribute something to the collective consciousness. The third benefit is every time you feel your vibration is low, you can back to connect with the divine in you and feel recharged and be more powerful after you connect with yourself. The spiritual realm always open for you, and it can only connect with you if you let and allow it to be open. This infinite fuel is as powerful and even more powerful than how the drugs can make you feel powerful and limitless. Isn't that amazing? Instead of get addiction and make yourself worse because of the drugs effect in the long term, you can do another way and a better effect for the long term through self-love and connect with the divine in you. That free from addictions, make you even grateful for it and less regret. Fourth, it makes you abundance, whole again, infinite, just as what you were before the world defined you, before the world gave you limitations. You become more healthy, high vibration, aware of multidimension of yourself. The fifth benefit is you feel alive and guided. You not only remember what you are, but you also feel alive. Because without consciousness, without your soul, you are nothing. There's no existence. But once you're aware about your awareness, about your consciousness, that means you are alive in high vibration, and you take your